Hello pilots and welcome back to another X-Wing Flight Academy video brought to you by Out of Heart Gaming. As always, my name is Phil and this is game 15. We have officially reached the halfway point. This is the first time that Brad and Ned have met up on the table. After this, it's going back round, everyone faces each other again, but with a different scenario to their previous game. But we have Rebellion versus Scum. It's going to be an interesting match. Brad is our rookie of the season. Ned is a previous season winner and looking to put the hurt down on Braylen and Ahsoka. So it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup goes. Brad definitely does have the tools to cause some damage to Boba with the S-foils and the heavy laser cannon. If he can get it right, he could take down Boba Fett. Boba's been a very tough cookie to crack, but this matchup is Deathmatch, so no hidden scenarios in there, just straight up fly at each other and hope you're the one that comes out on the other side and first to 10 points. And with that in mind, the Mining Guild tie veers off to the side. That Mining Guild tie, though, has actually been pretty handy for Ned this season so far. It's been able to cause a lot of issues, soak up shots, and get in the way. So it's definitely been worth it for Ned there. Looking to see what position he's going to put himself in. Nice and easily turn in there. Brad's obviously got the big debate. Does he go for the 2-point Mining Guild, get it out of the way, and then focus down on Boba? Or does he just go straight in for Boba? Ooh, not quite able to get the range 3 there from Ahsoka. An early shot would have been nice. Possibly ion missiles to get that Mining Guild tie out of the fight for a turn, but no shots in round one. One of the few games we haven't actually had shots straight away, but I definitely expect Boba is going to turn in and probably go straight in on Braylen. Looking at Ahsoka's position, probably also going to turn in towards the middle, but that is a lovely 3 hard around that obstacle there, giving that Mining Guild tie plenty of space to come back in and start being the nuisance that we know it can be. See what action it's going to take. Barrel roll, yeah, I like it. The barrel roll's good. It's going to keep itself potentially in a position to get a shot. See where Ahsoka goes, but then you've got the hard turn in, which is going to be probably going to get it in behind Ahsoka and Braylen there. Now Brad's going to hope that Boba doesn't go in too hard because he's going to want to keep it at range 2. Hope that he picks up the bullseye. I think that's going to be range 1, which isn't terrible, but range 2 would have been nicer. Potentially get that double tap off the primary and the heavy laser cannon, having a potential 7 dice coming in there. But Boba is now in a nice position. This is where I'm curious how. Oh, only doing the 1 back. Oh, 1 hard. Okay. I know that obstacle was in front of Ahsoka, so that was obviously going to make it tricky to decide exactly where to try and put himself. You have to go fast enough to get past it and not go over it. Boba just weighing up his options. Hard to see on Ned's tokens there, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be... Oh, he's checking for the cluster missiles. And he's got both of them in clusters, so... Taking that red focus, I like it. He's got double mod. Ideally, doesn't need to spend... Oh, that's unfortunate. He doesn't want to have to spend that focus on Braylen. He kind of want to keep that for Ahsoka, really. No, he's just spending it. Why you got it against Braylen? He's only got one green dice, so that's all three through. So that is pretty ideal there for Ned to start. Second charge spend for the second shot into Ahsoka. No mods for this, and that's why you spend that focus, because you just roll like that, and that's a shield off of Ahsoka. That could have been dangerous. That could have been really scary there. But now Ned doesn't have tokens for evasion. He does have his rerolls, being Bobber. And it's now to see what is going to happen first. I think Ahsoka is going to try an ion missile Bobber here. Oh, it's not particularly great though. That was like an instinctive aim for ion missile. Oh, she got the target. She doesn't need this with range, so definitely go for that reroll. I would have left that focus there, and oh, there we go. I think Ned is... Another good thing about this, obviously, Brad is a newer player into this, so Ned is obviously saying, oh, he could leave that focus there. He hasn't done it in the end. Oh, that's unfortunate. So nothing going in there, but it is time for Braylen to open up. It's at range 1, but I don't think he would have had the bullseye, but no bullseye, so, you know, doesn't feel so bad now. If it was at range 1 and it was in bullseye, that would have felt a bit bad when all your bullseye stuff is turned off because it's too close for heavy lasers. That's not bad. Hit double crit. Bob a reroll. So 2 shields down on Bobber in exchange for 4 shields the other way from those cluster missiles. Doesn't feel particularly great for Brad, but he's not in a terrible position. Oh, forgot about the mining guild tie. See what he can do. A whole lot of not much there from the mining guild tie. So back to dials. Again, Bob has taken 2 here. He is stressed. Could be seeing... It would be quite nice to see a 1 Talon from Braylen to get behind Bobber. He's got that target lock still there. There we go, the 1 hard from the mining guild. Almost like he's practiced that maneuver quite a lot. So wherever Braylen or Ahsoka ends up, that mining guild is there just to sweep in and get some damage after Bob has done his work. Let's have a look and see what he's doing. Just the 2 forward, or was it going for the K-turn? Oh, I think he was going for the K-turn there. That, unfortunately, was not really ever going to fit, and Bobber was always moving after, so... Oh, Bobber now can't go forward to get past. This slight angle on Braylen means Bobber's going to have to stay there. But we'll take the stress focus. But that is a very nice shot for the Mining Guild tie into Braylen. Where is Ahsoka going to end up? Looks like it might have been a slight miscue on the dial, but oh, Ahsoka's turning away. Very interesting. Is Ned with a very big question. Does he take that range 0 shot into Braylen, followed up by the Mining Guild, or... Looks like Ned decided that he wasn't not taking that stress focus. A little bit late, it should still be there. There we go. And I think just debating whether to use Ahsoka's ability to give Braylen an action even while stressed. Wondering... I don't think you could fit a barrel roll, but barrel roll wouldn't actually help either of them. Got the target locked. No, Ahsoka's just going to take her focus. Yeah, I don't think there's any actions that would be worth giving to Braylen right now that would actually have any benefit. He's got the stress for the 2 dice reroll, which will only be used in defense because he can't modify in attack. Ooh, not bad. Final shield down on Braylen. That is half points, so that does give Ned 2 points there. Ahsoka has no shot. So it's going to go down now to... Oh, Braylen. Braylen. So those final 2 shields down. Shame about that reroll to evade. It would have been nice to have got that extra one in because that would have half pointed Bobber, and seeing a crit go into Bobber could have been quite scary. But it's now for the Mining Guild tie. It's range 2, and TIE fighters, they're brutal. But not so much today, so just the one so far. Few too many evade dice there, so it is actually going into Braylen. So I'm going to reroll. Got the stress reroll. Oh, that is another damage into Braylen. Unfortunate. Braylen now stressed, so going to be in a tricky position, but kind of hoping to see that seismic charge being dropped there to probably catch that Mining Guild tie and most likely catch Ned or Bobber. No seismic charge. I'm very surprised by that. I think very much a missed opportunity there. Yeah, massive missed opportunity there with seismic charges. You had a really nice position there to drop a charge. Wondering if it all depends on where Ahsoka's going, but Ahsoka probably could have got away regardless. And 2 forward to jump over that party there. Brad's not going to want to stress Braylen. I know he gets rerolls there, but he's going to want to keep Braylen unstressed so he can turn around quickly with a K-turn. Only just over 6.5 minutes left to go, so there's not long left in this fight if you've got to try and get a lot of damage into Bobber. You can half-point Bobber and take out the Mining Guild. That is 6 points. Obviously, half-pointing Boba Fett is not an easy prospect. He's an absolute tank. We've got to be careful of your tokens there. Always a good shout to move the tokens away from the models as you move them in. Just try and make sure they go back in the right place. So it looks like the target lock was moved over to the Mining Guild, who's probably a little bit turned now. I think his angle's got a bit knocked. Yeah, I really think a seismic charge there would have been quite nice. Could have possibly got that right middle objective. Then it would have caught Braylen, but I genuinely think seismic charge would have been about where Bobber is, taking out that bottom left-hand obstacle, getting that extra damage on there would have been half points on Boba Fett. That would have been 4 very large points. Bobber probably going to do a shot out the back with Marauder reroll and the target lock into Braylen, or just spend the focus. Oh, Braylen lives with 1. But again, this could have been Boba Fett half-pointed right now if that seismic charge had gone down. Yeah. That seismic charge dropping and getting a point on Bobber, that's a big miss there, I think. And again, no seismic charge dropped again. So obviously I'm looking at this from having played a lot of X-Wing over the last, I don't even know how long, being very used to, if you're taking your seismic charges, looking for those opportunities. I will point out, obviously, Brad, again, he's only really just come back into X-Wing after quite a long time out. I think he might have played 2 or 3 games of the current rules prior to actually jumping into Flight Academy. On the nights we're playing Flight Academy, we're getting between the 6 of us like 12 to 14 games in total. Quick, rapid-fire succession. It's a case of one game finishes, players shuffle off, the next players jump onto that board. So I just want to point out that yes, whilst I think there's some missed opportunities there with the seismic charges, can't take anything away from Brad. He's obviously very fresh and back into the game, so still he's stepped up and he's here doing Flight Academy. So well done to Brad for that. He's had some good results, and you know what? The missed opportunity here, I mean, go back and look at my games. I missed so many things, so I'm not having to go at Brad. Again, just want to say thanks to him for actually jumping in and joining us and having a great time with it as well. So, and to all of the players that have joined us for any of the Flight Academies or any of the other games over the last nearly 5 years. But that's a nice position for Ahsoka. There we go. Anticipated something there. Oh, just sneaking that boost in there. Gonna give Bobber angle as well, but still gives This gives Ahsoka time, so yeah, definitely range one there. And in arc, so it's going to give Brad time to try and score those 4 points. And you never know, the target lock is down on that mining guild. Oh, that is just unfortunate. Oh, the bobber reroll. Oh, he gets it. That is so close. Bobber gets a chance to go back now. 3 dice, 4 dice. He's got the reroll. If he gets 2 through, that's... Oh, that is half points on Ahsoka. That's going to take it to 4 points. We are time up. Nothing that Brad can do will now win the game for him, but he can score points. He's got the range 2, got bullseye. I believe there might even be a target lock down there on the mining guild, so double shot could take him out. So let's see what we got with the first one. He's got the stress for the rerolls as well. That looks like hit double focus. It's not rerolling it. That's 1 damage. Is there no target lock there? There is a target lock there, thank goodness for that. Should have re-rolled that focus a minute ago again, that could have been big. But 4 dice, you've got the re-roll for stress. There we go, I think it's just been pointed out about the re-roll. Again, lots to remember, 2 hits. Oh, the 1 evade, so he half points that mining guild. But still chance for Ned to get the kill, and that is good night to Braylen. Gets the disrespect evade. Braylen does go down, does end up 7 points to 1 in Ned's favour, so very well done, Ned. Very well flown that. I loved what he did with the mining guild tie. Disengaged to come straight back in and picked up that kill right at the end on Braylen. Had a couple of missed opportunities, but you know what? Again, Brad, thank you very much for joining us. All of the players has been brilliant to have, but there we go, guys. That's game 15. That is the halfway point of season 8. We have all of the rematches to come now, with each player playing each other again, but with different scenarios. But in the meantime, guys, just want to say thank you all for watching. Hope you have a lovely Easter weekend, and we will see you next time.